If there's one thing I've heard a lot from my readers on my blog and you here on YouTube, it's that a big struggle when it comes to fashion is how to actually put together outfits. Not that you have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. That's another issue that's somewhat related. It's that actually making cute outfits and putting these things together is a bit of a challenge, and it really can be. So today I wanted to share 10 reasons why it's so hard to put outfits together and how to fix it. The first reason is that you're probably buying one-off outfits, and I will be the first to admit that I do this myself, guilty as charged. Sometimes you just can't help yourself. You're excited because you've got a special event. Maybe you're going to brunch with your friends or like a work thing or like a wedding or whatever. And so you want something new, you want something fresh, so you go and buy an outfit specifically for this thing. What happens though is that it's identified already as like, oh, this was like a brunch outfit. And so you're not going to wear it again on a daily basis unless you're going to a similar event. If you're buying something for something that's a little bit more formal, again, you're only going to leave it in your closet for other formal things. And the problem with one-off pieces is just that, is that it makes putting together outfits harder because it's not something that you can necessarily mix and match easily in your wardrobe. I'm not saying don't buy one-off pieces. I am definitely not like a minimal, sustainable blogger that says don't shop. I think that shopping can be fun, but just keep that in mind when you're trying to buy these one-off pieces, and at least try and think of like 3 things or 3 places or 3 ways that you can wear it to get the most mileage out of your outfits. Another reason it can be hard to put outfits together is that you just don't have the right basic. I feel like this can happen at any point in time, especially the way trend cycles go and things change. You'll probably notice it when you're trying to put something together that you're missing something in particular. This happened to me recently. I felt like I really needed a 3rd piece and I wanted a crop jacket, and I go and look, and lo and behold, I don't have the right crop jacket in my closet. The right thing to do at this point in time, which is something that I try and do, is actually just literally write down a shopping list, keep it on your phone or wherever's handy, and that way you know next time you go shopping, hey, I need to fill in my wardrobe with this to help create more outfits. Maybe that's a jacket, maybe that's a blazer, maybe you're missing like a white top that's a different cut, like you've got a V-neck but you don't have the round neck, you know what I mean. Anyways, just keep it in mind when you're looking in your closet. If you have any gaps, that can definitely be a reason that it's hard to put together outfits. And identify a gap, write it down, and then you can fill it in next time you go shopping. Now, speaking of basics, I'm not implying that you don't have basics. You probably do. But if you still have basics and it's still hard to put outfits together, it could be that your basics are out of style. Now, I know basics are supposed to be quote unquote timeless and, they'll last forever in your closet. And that's kind of true to an extent. For the most part, I would say that some things go like a decade or so before kind of being a different silhouette or a different cut. V-neck shirts come to mind. It's not like you need to buy a different white t-shirt, but it was very much like the more fitted V-neck style that we wore with our skinny jeans, where now plain t-shirts tend to be either more crisp or more boxy or maybe a little bit cropped, right? Like it changes slightly. So if you feel like you have nothing to wear or you're having trouble putting together outfits and you do have basics, like I said, you do have basics, pay attention and ask yourself if these basics are current and if they are the current silhouette that kind of feels fresh and on trend. And if not, then again, add this to your shopping list as something you may want to refresh. The next reason you may find it difficult to put together outfits is that you don't have a wardrobe color palette. Now, I am not saying that you need to only buy like 5 colors and stick to this range and never shop outside of it. However, it is much more difficult to mix and match if you have a rainbow full of colors in your wardrobe. Like that's just facts, right? Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like that's just is what it is. If you have 1,000 colors, it's going to be harder to make things work together. If you stick to somewhat of a color palette, you'll find that putting together outfits is so much easier. I'm not saying you have to go do a color analysis. You can if you want to. Some people really enjoy doing that. Maybe it's just colors that you gravitate towards very often. Maybe it's just you notice that you like certain things. But for me, I noticed a lot when I had trouble putting together outfits or that like I may not have something to wear, that there'd always be like a couple of pieces singled out. Those I wasn't wearing as often. And there were more often than not colors that I just like didn't really enjoy or didn't wear a lot. I have like 2 yellow tops, for example, in my closet, and I'm just not a yellow person. Like I'm just not a yellow person. They barely get any use. I don't mix and match them. I barely get them out. I mean, I probably need to let them go. Now that I'm talking about it, I clearly need to get rid of them. But the point is that I've noticed that they're just not as easy to integrate into different outfits. Now, I'm also not saying you need to have a closet full of neutrals, but neutrals definitely help. If you've got blacks and grays and creams and whites, like, yeah, these pretty much go with anything. Don't worry too much about what other colors you want to integrate. Just keep it in the back of your mind when you're shopping that like maybe you don't need this like fluorescent color that goes with literally nothing. And maybe instead you want to go with something that's a little bit more similar to what you've already got going on in your closet. Another reason why it might be difficult for you to put together outfits is that you're missing the third piece, which, let's be honest, it kind of just polishes off the look. That could be a blazer, that could be a belt, that could be a hat, that could be like really fun accessories. Maybe that's like, I don't know, your socks a certain way, or jackets or sweat, like whatever it is. I don't always love to talk about the third piece too much because, one, I'm sure you know about it. People talk about it endlessly. And two, it's really hard to layer where I live. So it's hard to pull that off. However, you've got to try and work with what you got. And honestly, I would even consider like really thoughtfully curated jewelry and accessories to be a third piece. I love to play with my jewelry, and it just creates like really different looks for your outfit. It's just a fun way to add different looks. Like, you can wear one thing with one necklace and then change it up with big earrings, and it kind of has a different look. All that to say, I digress. I'm rambling a little bit today. All that to say, adding a third piece really does make a difference. So if anything, like when you're getting dressed and you feel like your outfit is just not there, like it's not it's missing something, go back in your closet, go through your accessories, and kind of just play with some things and see if you can add a third piece to kind of elevate your look. Now, one of the biggest reasons I think personally that is hard to put together outfits is that you're shopping outside of your lifestyle. And this is a very hard pill to swallow for me, and I'm guessing for other people as well, because we all do this. It's like, I prefer to shop for fantasy clothing. I prefer to shop for my fantasy lifestyle. I would much rather spend money on this gorgeous billowy dress or this fantastic frock, and that's going to make me happy. That's going to make me feel like a princess. But the problem is, I'm probably going to wear it like once, and I don't even have an occasion to wear it to. And it's just not practical. Then it makes finding outfits every day a lot more difficult. I would say that I am still probably in the process of recovering from this particular ailment. You got to put your money where your lifestyle is. And honestly, like if you're at home, then yeah, you should invest in like cute at home looks. If you're going to the office, then you should invest in like cute office looks, and stop shopping for the life that you don't have and shop for the life that you actually have right now. And it's going to make putting together your outfits like wildly easier. You're going to fall in love with your closet. You're going to have lots of things to wear and lots of options because your closet isn't taken up by a bunch of clothes where you don't even have anywhere to wear it to. This next one is also one to really pay attention to. And I've made this mistake once or twice in the past. I tend to be a lot better about it now. And that is being influenced. You're buying something because it looked so cute on her and it just was everything, and it doesn't suit your personal style. I'm not saying it doesn't suit your lifestyle, but it just doesn't suit your personal style. It doesn't feel like you. And this is really easy. It's that, when you're scrolling through LTK or Instagram and you see something and you're like, I gotta have that. It looks amazing on her. And for whatever reason, it just, I don't know. Maybe it's just not the right color on you. Maybe it's just not your style. Maybe it doesn't fit your body type the same. There's a lot of reasons, right? But if it just doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. And that can just be a symptom of, being influenced. I'm not saying don't follow people. I mean, I want you to follow me. Here I am on YouTube, right? But make sure that the things that you're buying, that they suit your style. Like if you're not a full skirt girly, then maybe you don't need to be buying full skirts. And if you're not like a denim girly, maybe you don't need like 30 pairs of denim, and maybe you shouldn't be following an influencer who only shows denim styles. Just keep in mind when you're shopping and just literally ask yourself the question, like before you add it to cart, before you shop out, be just like literally honest with yourself. Like, does this suit my style? Does it feel like me? It's great to get inspiration from others and kind of recreate looks and experiment. I'm not saying don't experiment. We all need to do that. Try and stop shopping outside of your personal style, and you'll definitely find that you have a lot more options on things to wear. Speaking of being influenced, also make sure that you're following people flex your body type. I'm never going to say don't shop outside of your body type, like, oh, apple pear, you need to wear this, and triangle shapes need to wear that. Like, yeah, sure, I'll make some generalization, like this looks better on tall and this looks better on petite, but I'm not that I don't know what the word is, like committed to that. That being said, if you're following an influencer, and like I'll just use myself as an example. If I am following an influencer who is 6 feet tall and she's got these like gorgeous wide leg pants, well, hey, I'm like a whole 5'4.5". I don't know if we round up or down, but I'm a whole 5'4" ish. And it's just not gonna look the same on me. So always keep that in mind before adding something to cart, before shopping. You know, if you're following someone who's very busty and you're not, it's going to look different if you're, or vice versa, right? If you're following someone who is not busty and she's got like a really low cut top on and you're super busty, well, guess what? It is not going to look like that on you. So always keep these things in the back of your head when you're shopping, when you're on LTK, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, before you add to cart, and try and visualize, hey, what's the difference between her body and mine? How's it going to look on me? And definitely find some people to follow who hopefully reflect the style that you like and inspire you. Also have like similar body shapes. And the last reason that you may find it hard to put outfits together is that you're overthinking it. Like, you're probably overthinking it. I think that in this online space, we get in our heads sometimes, or you go to Pinterest or whatever, and I don't know, you just start overthinking things and you're like, well, gosh, that looks so great on her. Why can't I put an outfit together like that? First of all, it's social media and Instagram. And a lot of times when you see that stuff in real life, it like doesn't compute. It doesn't translate. It doesn't look the same. You know what I mean? Like, people just look like regular people in real life. I don't know where you live, but I'm just saying, like, you're not seeing a ton of that out in the wild. But don't get in your head about it. Like, have fun. Like, it's okay to put together simple, stylish outfits. It's okay to have like a dress and cute shoes and be done with it. You don't need to recreate the wheel every single time you get dressed. One bonus tip I wanted to add is that when you find outfits that you've created, like it's not a one-off dress, like an outfit that you have put together that's creative, just snap a picture of it and keep it on your phone, create a folder called outfits, and you don't need to reinvent new ones all the time. Just kind of like rewear the good ones you've already created, and it doesn't need it to be this big, complicated thing. Fashion should be fun after all. Don't overthink it. Just relax, have fun. If you want to wear a simple outfit, wear a simple outfit, or if not, repeat, copy something you saw on Pinterest, whatever it is you need to do to get out the door and look and feel good. Like, that's totally good enough. If you like this video, please do leave a comment, like it, sub, share with a friend, all the things. It really helps my channel and I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.